In the small American town of Riverwood, life followed its usual course. Everyone knew each other, and the news about the arrival of a new neighbor quickly spread. Mr. Edwards had moved into an old Victorian house on the outskirts of town. He was a reclusive man who rarely left his home and always looked somewhat unnatural. His gloomy appearance and cold gaze instilled a vague sense of unease in the residents. One evening, Jennifer, a young woman living next door, was returning home late. She heard someone quietly calling her name. Turning around, she saw Mr. Edwards standing on the porch of his house. He invited her in, saying he had something important for her. Jennifer declined, citing tiredness, and quickly left. The next day, Jennifer didn't leave her house. Her mother, worried, went into her room and found her missing. The only clue was a dinner invitation card signed by Mr. Edwards, found on her desk. The police began an investigation, but there was little evidence. Neighbors started suspecting Mr. Edwards, and a group of several men decided to check his house. They knocked on the door, but no one answered. They then broke the lock and entered. The house was enveloped in dim light, and a smell of dampness and decay hung in the air. Descending into the basement, the men discovered numerous ancient books and strange artifacts. In the center of the room, mysterious symbols were drawn on the floor, and photographs of the town's residents, including Jennifer, hung on the walls. Suddenly, one of the men heard a faint moan. They approached an old wardrobe and, upon opening it, found Jennifer tied up and barely alive. At that moment, Mr. Edwards appeared. His eyes burned with madness, and he began chanting strange incantations. The men rushed at him and restrained him, then called the police. Jennifer was rescued, but her stories about what had happened in the basement horrified everyone. Mr. Edwards was arrested, and his house was burned to the ground. But the residents of Riverwood couldn't forget those terrifying nights when true evil had come to their town. The grim silhouette of Mr. Edwards and the eerie noises from his house remained forever etched in their memories, a reminder that sometimes evil can hide behind the most ordinary door.